Hello team, it is Sunday, the day after that park run if you see my last video. What are we doing today? Well, it's a bit of a shakeout really, a bit of everything. A bit of spinning recovery, a bit of single leg work, conditioning, mobility without adding much weight, but trying to tease the joints into working better after the race yesterday. The legs aren't bad at all. I'd expect them to be a lot worse with a full bore 5k to be honest, so I'll aim for recovery but also some adaptation. But while we're here spinning away, I wanted to do a quick review and bring into play the latest shoe. That's a rhyme, isn't it? Right, let's have a look at this. Yes, this is the Nike Streakfly. So Nike have just recently dropped a couple of shoes, the Vaporfly 4 and the Streakfly 2. This is the Streakfly 2. They're very different shoes, but both of them have got quite a lot of hype. So, the Streakfly, what is it for? What's its purpose? This, as you can see by the shape of it, is very much like a track spike, and that's intent, that's design. The weight of this is crazy. This is a UK size 8 and this is 143 grams, which is nothing. By far my lightest race shoe. And what will I use it for? Well, my intent is to use it for track training and possibly track racing even. It's a lot lower stack, as you can see, but still not technically legal for track racing if you're a pro or, you know, on the world circuit and stuff like that. Why would they? They'd use spikes. But for the likes of older people like myself, I like the idea of running on a light shoe but still with a bit more padding to protect the old legs, and that's what I intend to use it for. Now, something that a lot of reviews are picking up on as they come out across the shoe tubers is the sole, as you can see there. Now, the forefoot, which is, you could argue, is the design of this shoe, you're going to be on your forefoot, it's designed for running at pace and speed where you are going to be up on your toes, is very different than the rear of the trainer. So the rear is basically, you could say, wow, the sole is bare. That's Zoom X foam, and there's kind of like a little, it's like a token gesture, isn't it? I don't even know, it's not the same material as this green waffle outsole that will protect the forefoot, but these little sort of pads, if you like, here, well, they don't even feel like that. They don't even feel like a sole, an outsole rubber. It just feels the same as the rest of the Zoom X. So a lot of YouTubers are saying, well, you get this on a gravelly road surface or uneven stuff, and it splits and maybe tears and rustles up really easily. So there's questions on longevity of the shoe, but it is a pure racer, and these shoes are designed to race. They're not designed for longevity like a daily trainer. And even the upper, I don't know if you can see that, is absolutely wafer thin. It's different than the Vaporfly and the Alphafly that I have. When I say they are really snug fit and they're stretchy all around the outer and they fit like a glove, I think what really helps that are the lace holes. They're not standard holes in the outer sort of fabric. They've got these loops, and a lot of shoes had these and they've never really worked in the past, have they? But I think they work really well to give a bit of flex, if you like, because they're such a tight fit, you need a bit of flex. And I think these loops where the laces go through that sit external to the actual material of the upper are real key to that. Another good bonus. I have a Vaporfly 3 that I'm using for fast sessions and racing, and even duathlons, 5k, short distance duathlons. This is designed for 5 and 10k on the road. It could be a fantastic sprint duathlon race shoe. Thinner sole, easy to get on, light as anything, make you feel zippy and fast as you run, fleet of foot. I do like that feeling. You could even go sockless quite easy, and a lot of reviewers have. There's quite a nice tasty bit of padding don't know if you can see that in the heel cup there that goes all the way around, and I think it would wear a barefoot. It's very narrow fit, just like a spike. Suits me because I have narrow feet. So overall I've worn it just around to try it on. I haven't ran in it yet. Intent is to run it on the track first, but actually today I may just do some pickups on the treadmill with this shoe just to get the feel for it. And obviously the intent is to be up on your toes, so you need to run fast. I don't think there's any sense whatsoever in putting the shoe on if you're going to jog or run slowly. So if you do strides in it, sessions that are fast, or races, yeah, that's what this shoe is for. And let's give it a go on the treadmill. See what initial thoughts are on the treadmill. That shouldn't affect the rear of the sole too much, but I'll still put it on a bit of a tasty pace so I can get up on my toes and get a true sense of how it really feels moving at speed. Right, time for some strides. Take these New Balance non-carbon plated shoes off and get these little babies on, the Nike Streakfly 2. Yeah, even putting them on here, the uppers and the laces, I don't know, it's just the material, it's kind of like stretchy flexy, and it just hugs your foot really well. Suits my narrow feet to a T. I'm sure some other people will be the same. Just got to be careful of that, I guess, if you've got wider feet, but it is stretchy and it fits just like a glove. Okay, let's do some strides. Right, first, nice and easy, 4:30 per K. So the direct comparison to the non-carbon plated New Balance that I've just been running in. These are a lot more poppy. They've got that sort of feel of when you hit the mid to forefoot, rolling you off. Definitely feel that. Definitely feel less rear foot cushioning as well. I've always thought of myself as a mid-foot striker, but I guess a lot of that depends what pace you're running at. Feel the squishy poppy feel that you get with the alpha side, but on a less sort of extent. You see what I mean? Less kind of rebounding trampoline. It's so nice, squishy. And you can see as I haven't got any weight on my shoe here, how it's angled up, and that's where the carbon plate is. Tilt point, tipping point really. Push you off once you hit that. It's going to really suit a mid-foot strike, and as you run faster, for me, sort of a mid-foot striker, as I run faster, that moves more and more towards the forefoot, which is going to be good for me. So let's try some faster strides. 4 minutes per K, felt good. Let's go 3:45. That just feels so relaxed. 3:30 per K on the treadmill, which is just about as fast as I get on the treadmill, but I feel like I'm going to be catapulted off the back. Let's see how they feel at this faster pace. As before, the faster the pace, the better they feel. Luckily I've got quite a good motor on this treadmill, so let's hit 3:25. Okay, and see how it feels. You simply fly off the back, that'll be an outtake. Here we go. I don't know if the shoes for this kind of pace on the treadmill, for me, it's never felt so smooth. Let's crank it up. 3:20 per K. Right, that'll conclude the test, and it's passed with flying colours. Let's whip one off. I mean, even though it's on the treadmill, the surface is slightly ribbed. Yeah, it's like they've not been used. It's a good surface to try them out on, I think. I just don't feel like wearing them on the road. I love that shoe. Brings me back to my youth when we used to run in spikes and never think twice about it, with minimal cushioning, and we'd do 3k races. I remember running my PB for 3,000 metres in what were the same spikes that Steve Ovett wore. Well, not his very own spikes, but the same model and make that came out. I loved them. And I managed to bag a PB of 8 minutes 51 for 3k. Those were the days. I don't think I'd do that for 2.5k now. But aim of testing these is done initially. Next step would be to take them onto the track. Initial verdict is they're a specialist shoe. If you want to get one, use it for what it's designed for. It's a lot of money to pay for something that might not last very long and give you that feel that you want. They are a speedy shoe for speedy paces. All the best if you get any. I'd love to hear from you, if you do, to see what you think about them. I'm a bit of a Nike fanboy, I think, anyway, but yes, they're for a specific purpose and they do very well. See you next time.